Okay, welcome to the second part of thermal energy transfer. In this section we're going to be talking about convection. Okay, now convection happens in liquids and it happens in gases. It doesn't happen in solids because the particles are too tightly packed together. But in a liquid we've got our particles which are spread out, something like this. Okay, we've got more gaps than we would have in a solid, but in a gas we've got even bigger gaps between the particles. Okay, maybe have one over here. Now when we heat up a liquid or a gas, what we find is that these gaps increase. So if we were to add heat to this one, okay, instead of the particles being that far apart, they would spread apart even more. Now, by doing this, the gas itself becomes less dense, so it rises. And in the liquid's case, it's the same thing that happens. So these particles would spread out more. When they spread out more, the liquid, or the heated liquid, becomes less dense and rises. Okay, now, common misconceptions. Heat rises. No, it doesn't. Okay, heated liquid rises, or heated gas rises. Heat itself is the energy something has. Energy itself cannot rise. So you must say heated liquid or heated gas rises. Second misconception. When a liquid or a gas is heated, particles become less dense. No, they don't. Okay, it's the heated liquid or the heated gas that becomes less dense. The particle stays the same. Okay, it doesn't get bigger, it doesn't get smaller, it doesn't change its mass. So it's heated liquid becomes less dense. Okay, now I'm going to move on and we'll have a look at an exam question. So this question says, the diagram comes from a leaflet about the cold effect of a gas fire. It shows how air circulates through the fire. Explain why the air travels from C to A. So we've got the coal here being heated. You can see that C is where you've got air coming in underneath where the coal is being burnt. Okay, or in fact it's not coal, it's gas. But it's coming in here, the heat is being released here. Okay, now why does this rise? Well, it's called a convection current. This air here, and we'll draw it out. So this air coming in, something like this. Okay, we've got a gas, we've got spaces. Now when this is heated, if we add heat, this gas spreads out. Okay, thus becomes less dense. Okay, so if we're going to look at how we go about answering this question, it's worth 4 marks. So bear that in mind when you're answering these questions. You need to have 4 points or 2 good points and explain them. So explain in detail why air travels from C to A. Okay. Point 1. First thing is recognising that this is convection. So convection, 1 mark. Second point, okay, when the gas or the air is heated, it gains energy, okay? These particles, they start to spread apart. So next point, air gains energy, okay? Second mark. Third mark is for saying that the particles spread out from each other. So when air gains energy, the particles spread apart. Okay, like we saw here, where we've got these particles being spread apart from each other. Okay, they've gained energy, they're moving away from each other. Now, that's 3 marks. What's our fourth one? Okay, it's about saying that when they spread apart, that the air itself, so the air, or in fact the heated air, becomes less dense and rises. And in this question it does say how it travels to A, so we could add heated air becomes less dense and rises to point A, and that's your fourth mark. Convection. Thank you very much.